Welcome to another live stream. As you can see, we're at Finaghy. Um, just doing a wee quick Sunday morning live stream just because I haven't done one for quite a while, actually. So there, Finaghy. I was going to start the stream a bit earlier, but as I got onto the platform, the 10:05 Enterprise to Dublin went through, so I didn't get time to prepare. This is a bit of a shame, but we did. It's quite unexpected. We got a 6-car 4000 stopping here. 401 and 405. I believe, and from what I can tell, it looks like 405 has a fault on it at the minute because, well, the doors were locked off and there was no one on board it, so it just goes to see that that's probably the case. It's down there towards Balmoral. We're gonna see the we're waiting here for the 50 Enterprise to go through. That should be here. We'll do a quick after the meantime. That should be here in about 30 minutes. But we will have a train coming from Belfast. That'll be the 10:45 ex Belfast to Portadown, and then the 50. I would have seen the 10:05, only that it decided, well, not decided, only that I was late for it. But oh well, these things happen. It's actually a nice morning, but it's very cold. Not as bad as when I went to Moira a few weeks back. Got 3 people on the stream. What I find quite interesting or quite strange about that 6-car 4000, it actually stopped halfway down the platform. I think 4011 would have stopped at that 3-car stop sign there, and 405 was not even in the platform. Only one carriage was in the platform. Oh, we've got 6 people on now. But like I said, it was probably about 13 people on now. Wow. That was more likely down to the fact that, sorry folks, just got a bit of a cold, unfortunately. 26 people, Jesus. I can't remember what I was saying. Yes, like I was saying, I think the reason why it stopped so short was because, like I said, 405 had a fault on it. 29 people on now. Wow. Alright guys, what's going on? Hello. For anyone joining now, this stream should have begun about 20-30 minutes ago, but I was late and ended up missing the Enterprise, so I had to wait until the 10:17 to Belfast went through. I'm all good. This is in Northern Ireland, by the way. Time's now 10:25. Next train on that side will probably be 10:30. I'm trying to think. 10:30. Well, I'm just calculating what time it would be at other stations, so please. Should be here about 10:43. Excuse me. And then we've only a couple of minutes to wait until the Enterprise comes through. And the set on the Enterprise, the set on the 0850 from Dublin should be 206 and 904. The 1005 was 902 and 233. And the 805 was 901. For anyone wondering, 903 is currently out of service in York Road, receiving an overhaul, as was the case with 901. But the good thing about that is, I could always mean that there would be a DD run out the Temple Patrick before it goes back into service. Hopefully. But that's still quite far down the line. It'll probably not be until later in the year. Or next year. We are waiting for the 1043 service to pour down and the 0850 Dublin to Belfast service to pass through. I would have seen the 1005, but it came through as I was getting onto the platform. And the photo I got of it was actually terrible. Like, it would be laughable. If you saw the photo, it would be just laughable. So, also, folks, check this out. This white line here, subject to correction, this white line is where the platforms used to go to before they were extended. So, where I'm standing is where, like, about 15-20 years ago, this is where the limit for the platforms would have been. As you can see, the three-car stop is here, so therefore that wee white line would go like right across, and then this would have probably been the limit for the platform until they were extended. I don't even remember when that was. The sun is coming out now. Hopefully the sun doesn't ruin any shots today, because when I was in Dublin on Saturday last week, I did get some good photos of some trains at Balbriggan and Killester, but not exactly how I was intending them. The lighting was absolutely terrible. Now for like other parts, like get a photograph of the train going away, that was no problem at all. It was just that when a train was coming towards me from the Dublin direction, that would have been the case. Video on my 2 recent trips to Dublin will be out in a few weeks, maybe next week. And this week, I don't know, I'll see how I am. Hello there. I don't even know how to pronounce your name. Jenna Lynn Carter Woodrow 4223. Yes, hello. Sorry folks, I'm just trying to via a text message here without cutting the stream off. Sorry for that folks, just had to give a text there, and the signal wasn't great, so yeah. Also folks, I don't know if I've already heard this, but if anyone here remembers, I went to the B142 open day or not B142. I went to B142 Diesel Day in Whitehead on the 31st of January. And I got quite a bit of footage of that. It was on my phone. But this is when it gets really annoying. This is when it gets really annoying. The night after that, I dropped my phone down the stairs and it broke. And I lost all the footage. So, that's my day for you. Although, folks, something else to know about, I'm going to Downpatrick on Tuesday. I'm going to be going to the Downpatrick County Line Railway to get some footage of B142. No, not B142. What? What am I talking about? 124. Yes, 124. X-Irish 124. Probably get a look in the museum as well. Yeah, so that should be a good week out. And then in April, on the 6th of April, we've got the Easter Egg Extravaganza trains, which are running from Dublin, Drogheda, Dundalk, Drogheda, Skerries, Drogheda, Dublin. So I'll probably go down for them. May even take a trip on one. I'm from Northern Ireland. I've never been there before. I don't want to like we're like here in Northern Ireland or like Dublin down south. Excuse me. You can see down there, there's an orange signal. That's just the case now normally. Normally here, nowadays, the signals, I'm just trying to, because believe it or not, the signals, a lot of the time, like, go orange instead of, like, green. Like, the signals they're orange when there's no train due. Some signals just literally stay green after a train goes. As I've noticed at the Z Road level crossing, which is a location I might be going to tomorrow. Yes, folks, I might do another live stream tomorrow. I'm not 100% sure yet. What are you talking about? 4 people on. Leave a wee message in the live chat, folks, just so I know who's there. See if we can mark on the track or something. The weather's nice now, but it's absolutely not absolutely, it's very cold. It's very, very cold. Hello, Elijah. What the heck was that? I think it was a car horn. See, a lot of the reasons now why I spend a bit of time down south is because there's more action down there at the moment. Like, there is like the 111s, but they are failed at the minute, believe it or not. Well, all three of them. So anytime something interesting is running, it's going to be a 201. It's actually kind of funny that one of these signs are at Larne Harbour. Keep back on platform edge, passing trains cause air turbulence down behind the yellow line. Why are they at Larne Harbour if that's where the line ends? I can never understand that. See, there's an old sign there behind the fence. I still need to do some spotting over on that line at some point, over on the other platform. It's just that there is a slight disadvantage. On platform 1, there's quite a bit of a disadvantage because you can't tell when a train's coming. Because like here, you can see right down the line. Same on this side, where you kind of just have to guess on platform 1. But ever since they've installed announcements, like train approaching announcements, it's been a bit easier to tell. This should be here in about 5 minutes. It'll be the ex-Belfast one. That'll be a calf. Yes, hello. We're just waiting on the... For anyone who's just tuned in, this stream should have begun just over half an hour ago, but the Enterprise came through just as I was getting up on the platform. For goodness sake. Is there a special train or something? No. Not as far as I'm aware of. I just decided to come out for a bit of a live stream today. Also, for anyone else who's just tuning in, we actually got a 6-car 4000 here. It was off stream, but a 6-car 4000, 4011 at the front, 4005 at the back, actually stopped here, but two of the carriages on 4005 were actually not even in the platform. There was a 9:30 yesterday special for Rugby in Dublin. Yes, there was. That was 3004 and 3005. $10.43 to Borderline. Now we wait to see what this will be. Since obviously since obviously the 6-car 4000 went in on the 940, which sometimes, well, normally does the 1045 back. We'll just have to wait and see. And this will be where the 1043 comes through. Did I believe there's... there was a 1950 to Belfast, which was 304 and 305 again. I didn't actually hear about that. I actually did not hear about the train out for the 2050. I assume that would have to Portadown. Sometimes, if we're train spot, sometimes if there's enough demand, Irish Rail would say to set up to Portadown and work a special through to Dublin. Although I'm not too sure if it goes back to Dublin or it goes back to Portadown. But that's why I do know that a 29,000, a few years ago, a 29 did a Dundalk to Portadown rugby special. So that's for 29,113 and 29,118. Oh, here's our train. Or not our train. There's 10:45 to 3,000. So clearly 405 must be going to Adelaide or York Road or Fort William. I mean, at least today the 10:05 was a daily set, because the last few times I've been out and seen it, it was excuse my language, but most of the time I've been out here it was a 3,000. Let's see what this is. This is 313. Yes, it is. That is the set that was damaged in the Knockblower accident 10 years ago. I remember that day very well. I came down here after school to see the 1405 and it never showed up. Obviously this was down to 313 striking engineering equipment on the line at Lisburn. Actually no, it was Knockmore. So, like, did the 2050 get held back at all? Or did... See, the thing is... There's 328. See, the thing is... Well, actually, obviously as well, folks, I will start live streaming more frequently, maybe, or maybe a few times a month. And some locations I'll go to will be on the Belfast area, or in the Belfast area, during the rush hour. So, like, did the 2050 get held back, or did a special go down? Because I know last week the set off the 1650 service went from Belfast to Dublin empty and then worked back as the 2310 special. I would have probably seen the empty movements, only I forgot about it, which was not very good at all. Time now is 10:45, so the DD set should probably be here in about 5-10 minutes. I need to actually note down times for when they're due to be. But yes, folks, like I was saying about the rugby special, the odd time you get a 29,000 or an ICR doing the Portadown, the Dublin specials. See, Irish Rail nowadays, Irish Rail try and keep an ICR spur in Dublin for the Enterprise. But obviously, like times like a few months ago, there was a 29,000 on the to Belfast and the 10 o'clock show. 29,124, and I'm actually quite annoyed with myself because I woke up late that morning and I didn't even have enough time to get ready and go and see it. So I'm pretty annoyed at myself for that. I'm just waiting on the 1050, or not the 1050, the 0850 to come through. Sorry folks, I'm just having a wee drink. Hopefully, fingers crossed, later this year, we will actually have RPSI trains up here. But the only problem is, the RPSI only have one operational mainline locomotive, 171, and that's down in Dublin. I do know they're going to try and get 131 or number 4 done as soon as possible. 85, well, probably not be out for a good 5 years. Oh, for goodness sake, man, it's starting to rain. Shane, it was lovely weather about 20 minutes ago. It's still nice down there, but let me see. Also, folks, just while we're here, for when I do live, oh, at the end first coming. What I was saying, before when I live stream in the Belfast area where you want me to go, I can go pretty much anywhere in the Belfast area. You don't even travel through the stations. Probably be a long stream though. Probably be about 2 hours. But anyways, we've got the 50 due through any minute now. See that there, the signal's going through, so that's I think I actually heard it there. And of course, the heavens are starting to open just in time for the Enterprise. That is just brilliant. If we get her going through at some speed. Oh, I can hear it. I thought she was going quite slow. Haven't been able to hear it yet. It's probably going a bit slower. I mean, I say that and then it probably just shoots around the corner. Just need to keep an eye on both sides in case something else comes through. There's nothing booked, but you know, you can never tell. Heard the duty set there. Just looking behind me. Oh, I heard it there. Here, tell me this, was that our math special last night? So you can actually hear the duty set very briefly, but and I have a cold and I probably shouldn't be out in this weather. To any minute now. Any minute now. There we go. Just gonna come flying around that corner. There it is. To 6904. Right, folks, that's going to be the end of the stream. I know this was quite an unexpected one and quite a short one, but as I said, I missed the first one, so I decided to do the second one. So, folks, I might do another stream later, not guaranteed, probably not though. But thank you all for watching. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye, guys, and thanks for joining.